Hello guys, this video is all about how the lockdown has changed my life for the better and how I could, thanks to the first lockdown back in February 2020, find my purpose and my passion and what I want to be doing career-wise. This video was requested in a Facebook comment and I thought that it would be a great idea to do a video on this topic, and I hope you like it. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. So actually my story of deciding to pursue my dreams started with me not having any dream for years. I enrolled in med school and I thought that this could be interesting, learning about the human body and how it works, but I was never really sure that I would want to be a doctor. I enrolled in med school right after the final exam. I was 18 years old and I just started studying without really asking myself, is this really something that I want? So for all these years it was really difficult for me, and I was saying yes to every distraction. Really, I was all over the place. I would say yes to every activity so that I really would never be sitting at home and having the time to get bored or reflect and think too much about my life. When the first lockdown hit, I was just organizing a huge event for 3,000 people with our student council, and COVID just stopped all of this, and it was a hard lockdown almost from one day to the other. So I found myself from being completely busy organizing this event to absolutely nothing. The uni hadn't figured out yet how to do the online classes because it was an emergency lockdown, so it really happened extremely fast, and they put in a kind of educational break of 1 week to figure this out. So we didn't have classes or lectures for a week, and then also no organization of this event because of course it was cancelled because of COVID. And so I found myself being at home with nothing to do. And so my reaction to this was go buy a Nintendo Switch and play video games for the coming 7 days. So that's what I did. I played video games for days, and I think if I remember correctly, it was almost a week or two. On one morning, I remember I woke up and I wanted to walk to my couch to start playing video games. And I just looked down on the couch and saw the console and the blanket that was lying there all messy and some packages of chips that I was eating on the day before. And I looked down at it and I realized, like, Kate, you are in the 5th year of med school. If you don't figure out what you want to do, then this is your future. I mean, as soon as I would have a moment of freedom, I would just waste it like this. This could just not be it. I just thought to myself, like, you need to find something better. You need to find something that really passionates you, and not just procrastination and hanging around. And at this point, I just want to say, if you are really passionate about gaming, then it's fine to do that. But for me, it was not that. I wouldn't consider myself as being passionate about gaming. I just did this because I had nothing else that I could think of. And so I was just using video games to fill my days. Please understand that if you are passionate about gaming, then of course go ahead, do it. It was not a passion for me, it was just a distraction and a way to, for me, waste time. By the way, next week's video is going to be about 5 questions that you can ask yourself whenever you feel stuck, to figure out and get more clarity about your goals and what you actually want to be doing. So I've decided to actively take responsibility for my life. I sat down and I really thought to myself, okay, you have to figure out now what you want to do and what you love, because I was already in 5th year of med school and I had no idea whether I actually wanted to be a doctor. And so it was high time to ask myself all the questions that I was so afraid of asking myself. And so I took the time, I really sat down and I started thinking. So I was interested in public health and psychiatrics, and I was already writing my thesis work about the mental health of medical students and my faculty. So I knew that this was some kind of interest for me. And then I started researching and I found out that there are some Instagram pages or support systems for promoting mental well-being. So basically prevention of mental health. And I thought, well, that's perfect for me because it combines psychiatry, mental health kind of idea, and it also combines the preventive medicine and public health, which is also something that I find super cool. So I decided to investigate about this a little bit further. And this is where I came across coaching and mentoring. I started asking myself, how can I start figuring out, trying this out to see if that would be a fit for me? So I created the Mindspaces Instagram page that you might know today. And I started it in French because I was so afraid of the people of my university, of what they would think of this idea, of what they would think about me. And I was so afraid of their opinion and of what they would think of me that I did it in French so that the people at my university would not understand it and probably not find the page. Yes, the limiting beliefs. So I started this page in French and I had a few followers, but I decided, okay, no, I want more. I want to share this with my friends. I want to share this with my fellow students. I want to share this with everyone that I know. So I transitioned the French page to English and I started making content in English. So the page started growing a little bit and I made a few videos for IGTV, which by the way are really cringy to watch back now, 1 year later. I wasn't quite feeling comfortable to go on YouTube yet. I finished my 5th year of med school and the 6th year, at least here in Europe, it is like this, that we do an entire year of practices in the hospital. So I started my 6th year in the hospital and I worked in a children's psychiatric ward. And it was very passionate. I really loved working there. It was super interesting. I felt really well and really accepted also by the team. I could learn a lot, practice a lot, and it was amazing. And so I decided to put my Mindspaces page on hold and investigate whether being a psychiatrist would be something that would be interesting for me. So I took a break from Instagram and from my Mindspaces page. I investigated the psychiatry and whether that would be something that I would imagine myself to be doing after I graduate. In October, I decided to get back to Mindspaces, create content because I missed it so much. And I really thought I want to take this to the next level. I don't want to have just an Instagram page where I'm sharing inspirational messages. I want to take this to the next level. I want to build something bigger than just a positive page. I went back to Mindspaces, started creating content, and I found a certification to become a certified mental trainer. So I enrolled in the certification and started learning about coaching, mental training, and all of this. And I fell in love. It was so interesting to do that. And so I started my own business to do coaching and mental training. I think that I'm going to be done with it in this March. So just a few weeks left. I'm super excited. And then I will be hopefully a certified mental trainer, which would be super amazing. With every person that I coach, this feeling of, yes, I am doing the right thing gets stronger and stronger. You guys are so amazing. You are so inspiring. You are so full of energy and motivation and full of resources. And really, you're just fire, you guys. I love this. I love coaching. I love being able to connect with people and also have the time and as much time as I want to speak with you guys, get to know you better, engage with you, know about your challenges and the solutions that you find to figure out things and to overcome the challenges and reach your goals. I really absolutely love this and I am totally here for it and living for it, and I want to put all my energy in doing this full time. This would be my biggest dream. Maybe I will have to work as a doctor for at least part-time after I graduate, because I am not sure that I can reach the financial independence state by my graduation, because that will be in June this year. So that's really, really soon. And so I'm not sure that I can stand on my feet with my YouTube channel and my coaching business by then, but that's fine. I will work part-time as a doctor and grow my business on the side, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. This is such a sometimes difficult and sometimes lonely and sometimes hard and scary journey, but it feels really right, and it feels like I'm going in the right direction, and I can express my creativity. I feel like I'm fulfilled. I get in the state of flow. I forget time. It doesn't feel like working, and I just love doing this. I know that this is something that is worth being pursued. I am so glad that I took the time during the lockdown to sit down and really figure out what it is that I want to do. So if you are still here listening, thank you so much for watching this entire video. If you like this kind of content, then feel free to click the subscribe button and stay awesome. See you in the next one.